Hi there. PXS Mapping Culture and the State of the World 2024, featuring supported by Czech Fashion Council. The next edition of PXS, supported by Czech Fashion Council, is starting right now. I've got some special reports for you today, and I'm starting with the lava lamp. Maybe it's strange for you, maybe it's something special, maybe I don't know, but the lava lamp, it's a nostalgic item from the 80s and 90s, I think so, from the movies, if you are quite young. This is by designer Sabine Marcelis, and some specialties about this lamp is it's a pretty current item. It's designed for 2024, but it's coping with a nostalgia. It's coping with a melancholia, it's coping with an anxiety in our private, intimate living rooms, special places. It's this lamp which is reminding us so much about culture. It's this lamp which is in a new cover, in a new design. This ultra nostalgic item, but in a deep burgundy hue. It has frosting design, the frosting glass, which is pretty eclectic because the fluidity of the movements, of the bubbles inside the lamp, the fluid structures, the movements coming from down to up and from upside down, and it's like this, the flowing of time, the flowing of energies. But with the frosted glass, it's pretty, uncanny feeling. You get something new from this, definitely. It's one of the most interesting design items of this era, so that's why I picked it. Next are two special movies, really very special, one could say artsy movies. Here we go, artsy and artsy. I mean artsy like the art fiction, art communication, like the art industry, and artsy like something ultra. Archbishop, Arsi, Christ, Arsi. It's really important. These two anthologies, these two analogies. One on the left side is the film titled Conan. When you will searching for this movie, a lot of other different Conans will spread up, and because of course we know the legendary Barbara Conan, starring by Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the cult of the 80s and late 80s and 90s. But this is different Conan. This is Conan about the feminine energies. This is subtle, weird, apocryphic Conan, mixed with human and animal ingredients. This is another one, Conan. This is Conan, which was, created in 2023, which was released in 2024. It's definitely one of the most weird, one of the most deep, hard cinematic piece coming up in 2024. It's one of the most, underground movies, different imagination, really strange imagery, the melting of energies, of time eras, of time spans, of appearances, of mutants, of one thing I could say right by this movie is the term is a term which is from the Spanish language. It's called alebrije. Alebrije is something for me which contains the energy of 2024 and is the Hispanic phenomena which combines human elements with animal ones, especially in this enigmatic, suggestive, suggestive images when like human figures are combined with animal faces and so on. So Conan movie, directed by Bertrand Mandico, is combining all of these phenomena which I mentioned before. It's really worth one piece for really open minds. Go for it. On the right side there is the beast, or in original La Bête. It is movie from or directed by Bertrand Bonello. You see, both movies are directed by Bertrands. Both movies are coming from the French cinematography. And La Bête is the movie is exceptional, starring by La Seydoux, who is really interesting actress, because maybe it's more common with her tradition is more romantic ones or more intrigues, like the social movies about the social relationships, the family relationships, the lover relationships. But here we got the La Seydoux in exceptional, work for Bertrand Bonello. It is the special movie which combines 3 different time zones or eras. One is era of aristocratic, 17th or 18th century, with all the period, designs, with all the period makeups and styling and fashion and all the dresses and everything. The another is the era of, I think, about 2000s or something like that, or maybe 2004. Let's say the era of now. And the third one is the era of the future. I think it's situated in 2040 or something like that. And it's a movie about AI. It's pretty worth watching because to me, I watched it a couple of days before. To me, this movie, La Bête, The Beast, Bertrand Bonello, is the movie about the core of one, about the heart of one, about the identity of one. It's the movie about the reincarnation or transcendental spaces. It's the movie about transcendence. And if someone asks me what's the purpose of this life, I could say transcendence. So it's really important movie. It's a movie when one doesn't stay the same. and one is changing according to situation factors. This is not my, knowledge. This is the knowledge of the social sciences. This is the knowledge of the social psychology, knowledge of the psychiatric disciplines, and a lot of other knowledges. So we are still adaptive. We are still reacting to the situations. So this is the movie about why AI is so important right now. It's showing us that something worthy is dissipating, that something worthy is eliminating, and something another is aiding to the game. Something another is coming, and we have to deal with it to the future. So this is the movie about us. Both very worth watching. The next is Fucked Up or Triade, the My Triple Fiction, the My Triple Pickups. I picked this really strange film. It's really strange movie. It's from the Zellner brothers, I think. It's from the David and Nathan Zellners. These fucked up directors are really strange. They are famous for the Western with Mia Wasikowska and Robert Pattinson. Damsel. They are famous for their, they are controversial directors, let's say. And the last controversial aiding was when Safdie brothers asked them to direct some episodes for their, I could say, one of the most fucked up and weird series of this year is the series The Cursed, starring with Emma Stone from Safdie Brothers production. And these two brothers directed 2 episodes, I think. Anyway, what you see on the screen is the still from their latest piece. It's the, I think it's the first piece for the theaters from their direction. It's really strange movie about the nature, about the humans versus nature, about the Mother Earth. It's the almost 2-hour movie when you don't have any dialogues, but you get drama. It's a movie directed in woods. It's a movie about apes, how they communicate, what are the actual feelings. It's a movie about getting rid of technology, of the digital ones. It's the movie about human nature. It's pretty strange and it's pretty worth. Sasquatch Sunset. Gross out humor. This was the movie with a lot of gross out humor. Gross out humor we get a lot in this year. We get even more in the year after. We are surrounded by gross out humor, tension under the surface, pressed up under the surface. And it all will be sprinkled, and it all will be smashing, and all will be, splashing to our faces. We will be challenged by gross out humor. The next fuck up fiction in 2027 is coming, but this is the information, the vibe from this era, from this summer. Rosy de Palma, one of the muses of Almodovar, one of the most characteristic actress of our time to play fashionista mauve in Jean-Paul Gaultier's new film. Jean-Paul Gaultier is a director featuring Parisian insects and haute couture creations, and the film will be animated. What the fuck is that? You have to wait till 2027 if we made it so far. The next is the song from the Avis magazine, but not only song. I put it here because this album coming up 24th of June 2024 has the most interesting and the most special and the best tracklist of this year, of all of the records, published this year, I would say. We got P shoots, or P who is shooting. The second track is called Fool. So these are the best titles of the tracks in 2024, I could, definitely say. The third track is called Illustrated Guide for Walking. The fourth track is titled 2024 Social Security Application Process, even with Saves and Euro Visa. The fifth track titled Thinking About So Many Things, with Wise to add. And the sixth track is titled My Stationary Hole. Let's get freaky about it. The best styling of this year, or anyway of this season, at least this season, I mean spring summer 2025, even just starting. But our legacy definitely surprised me. Even our legacy, it's, I could say, normative label. I think from Sweden, I'm not sure. But our legacy, made it the best styling spring summer 2025 or this year is this. Left side, right side, lousy functional silhouettes, workwear silhouettes, function silhouettes, loungy silhouettes which mixing so many energies and even stay, solid, stayed, what's the word? Compound state. It stays, somehow compact. This is something. You see, it's innovative and it's simple. It's racked, it's disturbing, and it's not disturbing. It's new and it's the old in the same way. Brilliant work, brilliant styling. It's normal and it's also special. It looks basic, but it also looks interesting. I'm applauding to our legacy for this styling in 2024. It has it all. And TikTok is creating AI avatars of real people. The last information from me from this report. Here we go. The app is generating AI avatars of creators and this content. So it's reading you when you're using it, and it will create it, your complete identity. You will just give some hints. He will just give some tasks or just some demands, and it will be behaving by itself. So here we go. We are living a new era, an era when we have our AI profiles and our personal lives will be different. When the mixing and mashing of chaos is breeding. We came in so far. We move it here. Thank you very much for your attention.